All right, guys, let's talk about Steve.
Let's talk about Steve. I was about to do the same bit. I was about to do the same bit. I was going to say, welcome to the fuck that. We're talking about Steve now.
So Steve in the Smash, we totally forgot to talk about it last week. Welcome to episode 85 of Drowning in Pools.
Yeah, that was like the main thing I wanted to talk about last week, too.
You even stopped me from talking about it.
Yeah, because I was like, I'm going to make you wait until we get to the news section so that we...
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck that.
So Steve, Smash Brothers, is in.
It happened.
He is. The big meme that everybody was joking about. Hey, what if Steve got into Smash? Because Minecraft. Well...
No, exactly. That's exactly what happened.
Sakurai was like, okay, you play. Well, really, it was Nintendo. But
yeah, I was going to say, Nintendo was like, Sakurai, we can't put any more fighting game characters.
Because you know what it was? Nintendo saw everybody joking about Steve, and like the stupid corporate entity they are, they thought everybody was serious. You know?
I wouldn't even doubt it if it was something like that.
It's like, what was that fucking... Bubsy.
You know,
they keep bringing back Bubsy shit because it's a meme.
Yeah, it could also be the fact that they're like, what do all the kids play? Well, they all play Minecraft and Fortnite.
Oh, no. So does that mean potentially...
Fortnite's not making it in. It's not making it in. No, Fortnite is on the Switch. Isn't it? I thought it was across...
Yeah, anything can fucking happen, dude.
Yeah.
Watch,
I don't think...
watch next year. There's like a Mario cameo in Fortnite or whatever the fuck. Like, there's been everything else in Fortnite, you know?
I don't think Fortnite's going to make it to Smash for the simple fact that Epic is not going to have enough money to pay Nintendo.
Oh,
because they're losing all this money in this legal debate.
Fuck around and find out. Epic, says Apple in the courts. Holy shit, that was funny. Yeah.
But yes, so all in all, Steve's kit looks actually really cool.
I haven't looked at any of it because I really don't give a shit.
as much of a meme it is, and how stupidly broken some of it seems, I don't think it's going to be that broken. And on top of that, it actually is kind of cool.
I've heard that he's a lot like Little Mac, which is kind of intriguing.
So his jump is even smaller than Little Mac.
Oh shit.
However, he can build his own platforms off stage.
Yeah.
That sounds
off stage.
Off stage.
Okay.
That sounds broken.
So
yeah, that's actually pretty dope.
It is pretty broken, but also at the same time, it's going to be really annoying because guess what? If you can't mine, if someone's actually just putting pressure on you the entire time, you have nothing to do. You literally wouldn't be able to use most of your kit if you can't mine.
Damn. I have seen that where people are like, you can't do shit without mining, and mining seems like it takes forever. So
yeah, like you collect stuff pretty quickly. Like, you know how fast Pikmin Olimar pulls Pikmin out of the ground? That's how fast you mine, basically.
Okay.
But
I've seen some nasty Olimar shit.
Yeah, so like you'll have the ability to do shit. It's just getting that spacing so that you can do stuff afterwards is going to be the hard part.
Yeah.
So the whole part, I see a lot of it's going to be like side being to carry someone off stage, or not off stage, but away from you, just so you have room to mine, and then like that's going to be like one of the big mechanics. I don't know much about Smash, so.
I'll talk to Austin, see if we can get Austin on at some point to talk about this, because that,
he knows a lot more.
He'll be our resident Smash expert that we'll just call onto the podcast.
Cool.
Yeah,
and I can go to sleep.
Well, I mean, how do you feel, Derek? I mean, you probably played more than me and Cameron.
I mean, this was like, out of literally everything they've ever announced, this was the least exciting to me.
Yeah.
Because I just I think it's cool, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's nice or whatever, but like, I don't care.
You're right.
And like, I kind of need
that's
more,
mostly kind of how I feel too.
Yeah, like I need more like reason to buy the DLC, because I haven't bought any of the DLC yet, despite Joker being like my favorite character in the game.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's just like, this was not it, fam. Like, I'm just like,
yeah,
like, this is cool, and I'm glad, but like, I don't care.
Like, yeah, because I'm like, yeah, cool. I'm happy for the Minecraft people who desperately wanted Steve in, I guess, but there are other characters who I still feel kind of deserve it more than Steve.
You know who I can hate on though?
What's that?
All the people who are pissed that Steve got it.
That Steve got it? Yeah, like, come on, dog. you're not allowed to be mad about Smash Brothers anymore unless you're talking about the fucking connectivity
Netcode.
shit. Yeah, the netcode.
Unless you're talking about the netcode, you're not allowed to be angry about what they put in Smash.
Yeah, because like Sakurai and the team have gone above and fucking beyond for fucking Smash players.
It is a party fighting game that has more than 100
Right,
characters.
and then it's like all these guest characters and shit, and
And more importantly,
like-
that the vast majority of those characters are different.
right, yeah, they're
Like
all
I'm not gonna
very
say they're
unique.
all different, but because there are some
Yeah.
what are they called, Echo Fighters? But
right. But
fucking-
even the Echo Fighters have stuff that makes them different from the person they're echoing.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's not just fucking. Oh god, what game was it? It was some Naruto game where everybody played the same. And it was just
Oh.
I mean, most of them.
Yeah.
Now listen
And
here.
on top of that, and then not only do most of them play the same, the Echo Fighters play
Right, exactly.
almost exactly.
Like really, the only, like especially like those later games, like the Ultimate Ninja games, you're not even learning anything really. You're just pressing the buttons to see what
Now-
animations the characters do.
the newer ones, they have some intricacies into them, but like all the way up till 3, I think it was Nuns 3, all the way up to Nuns 3. It
Yeah.
was basically every character has the same thing. You're just trying to bait someone's substitutions.
Smelly, stunk. But I mean, hey, they were doing cool shit. So, and
Yeah,
those
the
later games
animations
still
were
came-
nice.
Yeah, those animations were really really cool. So, what are you gonna do? But
You know what I miss? I miss pressing super and then having to beat your opponent at doing the inputs down the side of the screen.
oh yeah.
And if you beat someone out, you stop their super midway, and you're like, hell yeah.
Take
That
half
shit
the
did not-
damage.
That shit did not feel good. I hated that shit every time it popped
I-
up on screen because it was a lot like the Dragon Ball Z thing in those Budokai
It
games.
is. Yeah, that might be why I liked it so much.
Yeah, I liked it a lot too.
I think I like that shit more. Like I definitely loved those Ultimate Tenkaichi Budokai games when I was younger, but going back to them now, I'm just like, no thanks, no fucking way.
I mean, you basically have to do what's called demon to get a combo.
Super
You just
ridiculous.
see someone like it from the distance, square, forward, square, circle.
Yeah,
Just
but then
like
they
that.
also had the quick shit that you could just do with like R3 or whatever. With
Yeah,
so
which
you could just
was
fire them out
boring.
instantly.
Which was boring.
Yeah.
I
So
think
was like, well, fuck that.
that was the first introduction I ever had to motion inputs.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And because I remember, I don't know if I didn't have it in, it wasn't in Tenkaichi 3, I don't think, but in Budokai 3, the original series. You could,
Those were legit fighting games, I think.
oh, dude, those were so fun.
fun.
But you could
To a degree.
you could press forward punch and just get a command man. I'm just like,
Yeah.
oh, this is the shit. Who
Right,
needs to
you're
punch
doing
people
all
5
kinds
times?
of cool shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love those games. They played the fuck out of them. Everybody hates Budokai 2, but I maintain that the board game story mode is fucking awesome.
Dude,
It is,
Tiencha.
That's right!
It's so sick because you can do alternate paths and shit and do all kinds of different stuff. You can I remember you could play as Ultimate Gohan and just go fight fucking Super Boo and just kill him. Fuck the story, just go kill him.
Yeah.
You know, that was super cool and that was super good, and I don't get why people hated it so much.
I don't either. I like that game a lot. I'm really sad that
too.
it got nixed from the Budokai HD remix. It's literally that one's
Yeah,
just
super-
1 and 3, and it's
1 and 3, yeah.
one doesn't. There's nothing in it, you know.
Yeah, it's just the Dragon Ball Z story.
And it's not even the Buu
I
saga.
guess I
it
like
only goes up to Cell.
right, and you know what? I like that kind of because I enjoy the idea that the series ends with Cell and then you get a peek at Great Saiyaman and that's it. I'm cool with that, but it's also no. I would like to also see the Buu saga at some point because playing as fucking Vegito in Budokai 2 is awesome.
Yeah.
Doing the stupid shit you had to do to fuse Goku and Vegeta together, to make Vegito sick.
Yeah. Can we bring back where you can put cheat codes in to get all the main roster?
That'd be cool, but I guess they.
And I mean, you can unlock the main roster, but you can also just put the cheat code in for there's still DLC.
Yeah.
'Cause, of course, big
Right.
companies, you're still gonna need DLC.
You,
but
you can just buy them, but yeah, you would have
'Cause
to have
unlock-
DLC ones and cheat code ones.
because I was gonna say, unlocking the main roster feels great.
Yeah.
However, not being able to play competitively because you haven't unlocked the main roster yet
Right.
sucks. So can we just do a bit of both?
The Shovel Knight versus mode just has a mode where you can just turn it on to like competitive mode and just get all the characters,
Yeah.
or you
like
can just
that-
go and unlock them. Like you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, I would love something like that. Where like in story mode you can only use the characters you unlocked, but when you go play multiplayer all the characters are there.
I would be willing to accept like a cheat code to unlock the unlockable characters in game, but then also there's DLC characters that they might
Yeah.
make you want to buy. I would be fine with that. I wouldn't even begrudge them that.
As long as you can't use the cheat code to unlock the characters that you can buy too.
Right, the DLC characters, right?
Well, yeah, like there's
Yeah.
no fucking way that anyone would ever.
Because you would just
just
look up
lose
the
money.
cheat codes online. Yeah, you just,
Yeah, no, but you know someone wouldn't know the cheat code and would go buy it
That's
and then
for
get
some
pissed
kid.
off later.
some kid who was not paying attention was like, wait a minute, I could have just fucking looked this up.
I made my mom spend $10 on this. What?
Little did that kid know that was how you played video games back in 2003.
I think the way to do it would probably be like online multiplayer has its own progression of like characters that it's locked to the story, but like sit down multiplayer is you can unlock them all with shit.
Tekken Revolution kind of did this, where you could either buy characters or unlock characters later on just by playing against other players, right? Just getting points or whatever, or rolling
Yeah.
and getting the character. And that was fine because I got, like, the characters they started out with were, like, the alumni, so of course Hwoarang was there, so I didn't give a shit
Yeah.
that I couldn't get any of the other characters. I don't know how people would feel about trying to get like Devil Jin and shit like that, or what's his fucking name, Jinpachi, because those would definitely be stupid hard to get, like super
Yeah.
rarities, like trying to get Diluc and fucking Genshin.
I mean, like you could just, I like the way that I view this kind of stuff is like if you're gonna have characters locked behind shit, then it should just be like the main story. Or
Yeah.
like a relatively easy to complete side quest. Like you shouldn't have to
yeah.
commit like 100 hours to get one character for multiplayer. I think that's just like
Ideally,
consumer.
we just go back to the days of play the fucking game, get the characters.
Yeah.
You know?
yeah.
Or put in the cheat codes, get the characters, you know. But that would be the ideal situation for gamers. But of course, we're too far gone, and we'll never go back to that.
I mean, I think we can as long as also there are DLC characters.
Some stuff is totally willing to do that stuff. There's still some games that are like, yeah, play the game,
Yeah.
get the characters. So
Well, it's like as long as
know
the
what?
DLC characters aren't stronger, I don't really care.
right, yeah.
If you're not paying for an advantage, I don't care. Like if they're flashier, sure. Obviously, you want to incentivize people to buy your characters, but like
right,
it shouldn't be stronger.
in a multiplayer game, I wouldn't mind paying for like a fucking version of a character that's 10 times stronger than the fucking base game character, just because he has extra cool shit, you know.
You know what I'm looking forward to in video games?
The end of them.
No, fighting games X any other genre. So like fighting game RPG
Oh.
where your character has its own move list and you
Yeah,
can
that's. I've thought about that too. Fucking, what's that David Cage game that did that? It's like his first one. Had David
Like-
Bowie in it.
get similar to like I think Indivisible is like the closest thing that I've seen to it so far, where you can play the RPG run around like side scroller wise, but then you also get to fight with combos and stuff.
Yeah,
Where better you are, the easier the game is. So
yeah. But do you want it to be one character doing combos, or more like Indivisible, which is multiple
I
characters?
think I'd be down with one character. So like
Yeah.
like have like Crash, like think about it like Crash wise, where you could just do combos against characters with health bars, kind of like Genshin Impact, you know, because that's the real reason why I've been thinking about it, is because you can do some crazy combos
combos
in
with those
Genshin.
characters. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is mildly unrelated, but can I bitch about something really quick?
Always.
Okay, so
That's what this podcast is known for.
I'm like reading through because the 2 Point Hospital is getting some new DLC, which I'm not gonna buy because I don't have the money. But
Okay.
I was reading through like the reviews because I always like to like read the reviews, and like this dude gave it a thumbs down. And by the way, like the reviews for this game is like overwhelmingly positive, right?
Yeah.
Like literally overwhelmingly positive. And so I see like the one fucking thumbs down, and he's like I can't figure out, or he's like, one of the major issues is the simplistic and incomprehensible manner of its simulation. I can't imagine this game appealing to serious sim fans because not only is the simulation shallow, it doesn't make itself clear. 70 hours in and I still don't know exactly how the diagnostic process works. Success and failure of treatment seems to be left up to RNG based on the skill of the physician and how well the diagnosis went, making it somewhat of a crapshoot. I'm like, do you not understand how these games work? Like, yeah, no shit.
That's the whole point.
He literally described the mechanic. I'm just like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And he's like, what? He was like, sometimes things are going smoothly, and then all of a sudden you just have double-digit spikes in death percentage. And it's like, as far as I can tell, that seems to happen when you suddenly hire a bunch of unskilled doctors and nurses. It's like, yeah, like.
That's like asking, man, is it supposed to be a guess every time I'm standing next to a grappler? And they're
yeah, it like.
Yes, it is supposed to be a guess every time you're standing right next to a grappler.
Like, I understand what he's saying, but he's just so stupid that it's hard for me to feel sorry for him. Like, when you describe the fucking mechanic of the game, and then are like, I don't understand it, despite describing how it works, and it literally being a crapshoot. Like, you influence the statistics, but just like a real hospital, like, there's not 100% guarantee that something's gonna get better. It's just like,
I feel like I do see that a lot in gaming, especially because it's people who don't like an aspect of a genre and don't fucking realize it.
Oh yeah.
About, you know, and they're like, "This is bad." Like, no, this is what it is. You know, you just don't fucking get it.
Or like they play a shit ton of FPSs and they're like, "Man, what's all this ammo bullshit? Why can't I just fire forever?"
Right.
I was gonna say, like, there are times where like the complaints are realistic, but for the most part, it's just like, no, that's just bad. You're just bad.
Yeah, like, I get what he's trying to say, but, like, the actual literal mechanic is that it's an RNG check, right?
Yeah.
Like, you can influence... I mean, it's like Pokemon, where, like, you can influence the outcome of, like, the...
You can increase the percentage of it's gonna hit.
Yeah, but, like, there's always a chance that it won't. Like, no matter how good you are. It's just, like... I just like that just made my brain fry. It's like when people order like at work, like people will order a hot drink iced, and I'm just like,
that defeats the whole purpose.
I'm like, we can totally do that, but like, do you want it hot or iced? And they're like, yeah, I want it hot with ice, and which by the way is a completely different thing. And I'm like, okay, so you want it hot with a couple ice cubes in there to make it like not that hot? And he's like, no, I want it iced. I'm like, what the fuck are you saying? People just annoy the shit out of me.
Piping hot, and then put it in the freezer, leave it in there for about 8 hours.
And then heat it back up again, yeah. Like, I don't know, man. Like, it's just one of those things where I'm just like, are you knucking my foot sack?
Yeah.
It's like, are you going to pull up to the drive-thru with a camera pointing at my face, or are you actually just that dumb?
Yeah. Am I getting punked, or... anyway, sorry, that just popped in because I was reading through Steam. And
I got you.
Oh my god.
But anyway, so Steve.
Hold on. Yeah, we were talking about Steve, weren't we?
Yep.
The best parts about whenever like they do one of these reveals of an unconventional character, like fucking Wii Fit trainer or Animal Crossing villager, is that they make them creepy as fuck. So Steve looks like a murderer rapist when he busts through that fucking wall or whatever. And I found that absolutely hilarious. They give, like, Sakurai is so good at giving these characters fucking like personality outside of their own games, you know. He's good at taking what's there and then really giving it the energy to fit Smash. Mm-hmm. Which is
also, it's also funny because Minecraft doesn't look like a Smash character. Like, Steve does not look like a Smash character.
He really doesn't,
at all.
Yeah. So he's so weirdly out of place, but I mean, it's just his model from fucking Minecraft. Like, they really didn't change it, you know.
Also, you know what? I don't know if you caught this, but they changed every single map to fit Steve too.
Really?
You didn't? Okay, so every map has different materials on it. So not only do you have to counterpick Steve, you have to counterpick Steve plus map. Because if you choose like the spaceship or a Starfuck ship, everything on there is iron. So he basically mines only iron on there, which gives him the ability to build like really strong stuffs easily.
I am taking some notes real quick.
And then if you take him to jungle, like one of the jungle maps where it's all wood, you'll get all wood from those maps, basically. Well, not all, but a higher percentile will be wood.
That's super weird. Okay.
So if you're a Steve player, you have to know your maps, you have to know your everything.
That's adding such a weird layer of complexity to it.
And that's every single map they had to do this.
Because you know what? Because they're trying to make you think like a person playing Minecraft while you're playing Smash Brothers.
They try to save the integrity of
that's something I love about Smash. It's not just they're taking the characters and then giving them a moveset that fits Smash. They're taking their fucking gameplay from their game and making it a moveset that fits Smash.
Yeah, it's like when Cloud came and had his whole limit break and everything. You're just like, oh,
like
okay.
Like it's not just the character getting in; it's the game getting in.
Yeah. That's actually a good way of putting it. That is a great way of putting it.
I feel like it's only the Nintendo, like, the non-Nintendo properties, though, that get that treatment.
Yeah,
like,
I will say.
Mario and Samus and all them are
they're carrying over, like, from the original Smash games, all that shit they have from when it was kind of something else.
Yeah,
you know? But now it's like a celebration of video games in general. Everything that gets in, you know, is treated with like way more respect. I'm surprised they haven't gone back and kind of changed, you know, how those OG characters play. But I guess everybody would fucking lose their shit probably.
Well, I mean, they did change Mario from Melee to Brawl, but Dr. Mario now has his old kit, so fuck it.
It's like Jin and Devil Jin. Jin changed his fighting style, so they brought in Devil Jin, who has his old fighting style.
Okay. Didn't realize that.
I was wondering what the difference was besides wings and horns.
Well, I mean, he can also shoot a laser from his skull, and he can fly around and shit, and do all kinds of crazy stuff.
That is the funniest shit with Tekken, is like 90% of the people are just doing like real-ass martial arts, and then Devil Jin comes in and just fucking blows up the arena with his
mind. Dude. Yeah, Devil Jin, fucking the Jax, all those that are just giant robots.
What's fucking Lucky Chloe? Is that the girl with the chainsaws?
No, that's Elisa.
Oh, okay.
Or Eliza. She's like a fucking cyborg girl or whatever. Yeah, she's got like chainsaws. She can like throw her head off and it explodes.
That is like my favorite move in any fighting game, is when they just chuck their head at you.
Yeah,
because there's that cat mummy lady in Skullgirls as well, and that's like one of her moves. And it's just the best thing ever.
Did you guys catch that someone did a real life mistrap from Tekken?
No.
Really?
Yeah. In UFC.
Oh, yeah.
There was a fight going on, and a guy caught his foot, and then he did a colon mistrap.
And fucking knocked the guy the fuck out. And
how do you pronounce that?
It was frame perfect. It was frame perfect, too.
Shaolin mistrap? Is that how you pronounce it?
I'm not sure.
And you got to think about that. That's going to be much harder to be frame perfect, because like real life has like 1,000 frames per second.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, on the video, I'm sure it was frame perfect. Somebody put like the two up next to each other and like, oh my god, it's frame perfect.
Yeah, even though it wasn't.
Yeah, there's no fucking way it would be frame perfect.
But it's really close. It's really close, and that's enough, and that's what matters. Like he even did the first 2 kicks that he does for that move.
Super weird.
It's super weird.
Well, that's like that one dude who's like was doing like that fucking athletic dude who's doing all that like anime shit and video game shit. And Eddie Gordo shit that everybody was like losing their minds about for a couple weeks.
I mean, it's hilarious because when you think of fighting games and Tekken specifically, you forget that it's like practical martial arts half the time, and then the other half is
they really ride that line between fucking this is real shit that you could be doing, and this is a dragon man with a snake arm who can breathe fire everywhere.
It is kind of funny because like I know I'm biased because I used to do a lot of martial arts, but like it is crazy to think that like there was a point in time where I could literally jump higher than like taller than I am essentially. Like I could jump 6 feet in the air at one point. Like
Oh,
obviously
bro,
not
dude.
without help, or not without like, using my arms, but like that's so insane.
I did high jump in fucking high school, dude. I totally know what it's like to be up in the air that high. It's super nuts.
Yeah, well, it's just like it's crazy to me because now like I jump and I'm like lucky to get 2 inches off the ground. You know?
Yeah, like I've seen someone clear a 7-foot wall just sprinting, running away. They're just
You
Yeah.
do crazy shit with your legs, man.
It's just like it's so insane to me. Like that's why like a lot of these fighting games, or especially like Tekken, is just like you see so much shit where they're like juggling people or like forcing them to stagger and shit. And it's just like, yeah, like totally, absolutely.
Tekken's one of those games where, like, yeah, I totally believe that guy smashed that fucking rock with his skull. You know, like you see these guys hit this shit so hard, and it's bone crunching. You know, that burning in your sides and from some gay ass fireballs from your broken ribs. Like, it's so good. I think it's really what got me into it, because I think trying to play fighting games, like trying to play Street Fighter and stuff, and trying to play other games, like I gotta feel like I'm hitting something, man. And Tekken, I really feel like I'm beating a motherfucker's ass, or like whenever I get hit by Paul, I'm like wincing, getting ready for the hit, like, oh shit.
Yo, Doom Fist, Death Fist,
Ridiculous.
Oh, I've seen someone do a Death Fist combo where you do 3 of them in a row and then also use a super. I'm just sitting there just like, ooh, okay, that man is dead.
Everybody fucking hates Paul players.
Everybody hates Paul players.
Sick. Anyway,
who needs neutral when you have Doom Fist? You hit them 3 times, they're dead.
I was watching some video where some guy just spammed it online, and the dude couldn't do anything because he was like a scrub. So he was just like, when you Doom Fist fucking mentor, and he was just going just over and over and over again. It was ridiculous. It was hilarious. I'm surprised the guy didn't drop.
Yeah. You know, speaking of fighting games, there's another very interesting character that just got announced for a game called Guilty Gear Strive.
What's that? What are you talking about?
There's this female. I believe she's got short red hair and a green dog.
What? I didn't hear about this. What?
Her name
Surely
is,
the entire internet wasn't screaming about it for an entire night.
Surely not. But you know, if you didn't hear about it, Giovanna got released for Guilty Gear Strive and announced. And she's basically a Kingdom Fighter character in Guilty Gear.
Yeah, pretty much. Because she's fucking stylish.
She is also very stylish. God damn.
Like, yeah. Between, like, her general looks, like her cut, like her haircut, and, like, her face. Like, even, like, what she's wearing is very, like, King of Fighters.
Deshaun, here's the real question, though.
Yes.
When is the fan art coming out to your Twitter?
Pretty much never. I don't do fan art, bro. Oh, okay. You know what? I probably will draw this, though, because the dog is fucking sick.
It's not fan art because he's not a fan of anything.
Right, yeah, exactly. it's portfolio art.
Yeah. Not fan art. It is.
It's art.
It's future proofing.
Yeah. But yeah, Giovanna's fucking sick, dude. Her the way she fights, where the dog just turns into energy, turns to a stand basically, and then hits shit. That's cool. Just like, I was drawing this character in high school. You know, like it's on that level. Man.
Good times.
Fucking what's his name is really like like doing one for the blurs out there. Fucking what's his name making Guilty Gear, because he put in Nago Ryuki, who they showed off a little bit more, who has dope shit. And
which one is that?
The samurai dude, the black samurai guy.
My main.
Yeah, mine as well. And I can assure you, many other people's mains.
Many other people's mains.
I can't
wait. And now there's Giovanni.
Yeah, Giovanna,
Giovanna, sorry, yeah.
She's like a Secret Service or something for the new president or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Because Chip Zanoff is no longer the president.
Oh, Chip's not the president anymore?
No, he's the president of Chip Land or something. Some bullshit. Yeah.
The weeaboo got his own place.
Pretty
Got
much. They were like, we're sick of your bullshit, Naruto. Get the hell out of here.
Oh, that's some funny stuff. Yeah, I'm excited for this game because they did say they're gonna scale back the damage
Yeah.
a ton, and they're working on the UI.
It's
the
still not quite there, but
still
they're
not
working on
quite
it.
rock.
Yeah.
The screen says let's rock, and I don't see
Like-
I don't see the rock.
Like, it should be kind of rocking harder than the series has ever rocked before, you know? Because like
Yeah.
with how good it looks, they should be
It
really
looks-
like pushing it, like the rock and roll aspect.
It looks so good.
Yeah, it looks fucking amazing.
Like, have you seen it at like slowed down or quarter frame, like quarter speed or anything like that?
A couple times, yeah.
It is so sickening how much work has been put into every like animation.
Yeah, it's pretty hardcore. It's so now we've got like the 3D style that looks like anime, and fucking
The 2D style that looks like 3D.
we got what's it called? 13 Sentinels, which is like kind of like what you said, the 2D style that looks almost 3D. It's like drawings that are moving around like they're fucking like 2D images. It's amazing. Like they're like painted art that moves around beautifully. It's great. It's great.
That's like one of the reasons I can't put down fucking Dragon. Like I put it down, but I never lose my reverence for the games because it just looks so fucking good.
Yeah.
Holy fuck, that's beautiful. I haven't seen any. I've heard a bunch about 13 Sentinels, but I haven't seen any artwork for it.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I'm probably gonna be getting into that soon. Like maybe when I finish Odin Sphere, and probably whenever I finally get frustrated with Genshin Impact and just drop it forever. I'll probably.
I need
get into
to
that
add you
soon.
on that because I've been playing Genshin as well.
Yeah.
I have not, but that's because I've been working.
Let's talk about Genshin Impact since we're all playing it a little. Man, this game is frustrating.
How so? How so?
I should have known.
It's like I'm not saying like I hate it or anything. I actually like it a lot. I'm getting like I'm liking the Breath of the Wild vibes. I'm liking like the kind of freedom and the chill atmosphere.
Okay.
I like the character design. Well, I like the enemy
Most.
designs. Let me chill before I say I like the character designs because I fucking don't.
Don't worry. That's two. Well, that's half of us.
What else?
What do you? Well, let's start off. What do you like about the game? You like the character design or the enemy designs?
I like the combat. The combat feels good.
Okay.
Especially once you kind of start once you're able to start doing some real damage.
Mm-hmm.
It starts to really feel good. I kind of wish you were able to switch out characters a little faster. I wish when you switched out characters, you didn't have that moment of pause before you could attack again. Because I like to switch out characters in the middle of attacks a lot.
I gotcha. Have you played the trials yet? Have you done the trials?
In that, what was it called? That vortex or whatever? At like
No.
That you get to level 20.
No. So you press start and you go to trial characters, and you can try out
Oh
characters.
yeah. I played Venti.
Okay.
I hate Venti.
Me too.
Well,
They're
yeah.
such a bitch
I
to
think
make.
we all hate. I think we all hate Venti.
Yeah, Venti
But
sucks.
you hate Venti Coffee. We just hate the fucking god of wind.
He sucks because he gets me in trouble with Diluc, which is bullshit.
He also sucks because he's a bitch.
He also, I really haven't played. I played as him a little, and I was like, okay, I'm really not impressed with this. I probably won't play as this character. And then I kind of never thought about him again until I played him until like the story arc mission took me to him.
He's actually just broken though. Like he's the best, one of the best characters in the game.
Is he? That's
Yeah.
stupid.
Because his super sucks everything in, and any elements you do in there just swirls almost infinitely. And you
Well,
can
my
set them up.
whatchamacallit character can do that. My main character can do that.
What's their name?
The one of the twins.
Oh, the
main character.
The MC. The MC.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I thought you meant like your main character that you play.
No.
Yeah.
That is the main. Well, that is the main character that I play. Pretty much.
The Traveler.
Yes, the traveler.
The Traveler.
Generically, the traveler.
But yeah. So with Venti, you do like your triangle. You switched over to somebody, do like a flame, and if you set up Venti properly, you can switch back to Venti and press triangle again. So everything's infinitely CC locked. So you can do some crazy stuff like that.
I mean, I really don't need to switch to Venti to be able to do like the fire tornado shit. I kind of just do that naturally with my character. Yeah, that's just like his super. It kind of just starts happening on its own. Like at first it wasn't happening at all, and then I was hitting enemies with it, and then it would just coincidentally kind of catch on fire. I was like, okay, I guess they're carrying a torch or something.
Yeah,
it would do like weird elemental shit like that.
The reason why I was asking if you played the trials is because those characters are level 80, and you can do some hype combo switching stuff once you get to the higher levels.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's some cool stuff you can do.
I just want Diluc.
Yeah, I think a lot of people just want Diluc.
When I got to play him in the story mode mission for a little bit, he felt really good to play. And I was like, alright, I will now play this game until I get this man, and then I will level him up so he can do cool shit, and then I will never play this game again.
Yep. That's what I figured you were going to say.
Yeah. I like this game. It's fun, but I am not into the checking in every day to make sure I get my shit.
That's the MMO aspect.
Yeah, I'm not into the just how much harder I have to grind to get anything. You know,
that's the gotcha.
Yeah, so I'm pretty fucking sick of the characters. They're all pretty fucking annoying for the most part.
They have talk too much.
They talk way too fucking much. I feel like I'm playing a Golden Sun game. Holy shit. like I'm sitting like at first.
Oh, go ahead.
At first, I was kind of paying attention to the story, and then I think around like the third or fourth time they mentioned like the dragon and what happened to the dragon and why it's all sad or whatever the fuck, I just checked out.
Yeah, that's around. I checked out when Barbados was like, I'm a god. I fucking hate being a god, and I'm just like, oh, fuck. Okay, I'm done.
Yeah, I checked out, and then I got mad when I had to go sneak into the for Venti.
Yeah,
because I was like, why do I need to do this? I'm a big dick traveler who just saved the fucking town. I can just go ask Jean and she'll give it to me. You know? But, nah, let's go sneak in and steal it, because whatever.
And
it didn't even give me like the option to go do it. Yeah, you don't even fucking steal it. So it's like completely pointless. Because it's not even like you really get in trouble for it. You run out of the church, and then you run into Diluc's bar, and then Jean shows up, and she's like, nah, it's cool.
I was like, on top of that, how bad are those guards?
Garbage. Bro, like, I was like, is this a stealth section? Am I supposed to be sneaking around?
Yeah, I was like, when I got to that section, I'm like, oh, sweet. This is a real-ass fucking video game. And then it was not Deus Ex.
It was nothing. It was nothing.
I was expecting like this Deus Ex sneak section, and I'm just like, oh.
I was like, do I have to walk slow? Nope. Just run past them.
You know what it was? It was that prize you get in a cereal box that looks like it's gonna be really cool.
It's just nothing. It's like all big and sexy on the outside of the box. It's all shiny, and then you get it's like a piece of garbage.
It's like fits in your palm, but it looks like a giant maze that you're gonna get, and just fits in your palm.
Yeah, I hated that. That where I was starting to get sick of Venti's existence, and then I almost got in trouble with Diluc because of Venti, and I was like, fuck, now I got the cool guy mad at me and shit because I had to lie to him. I just hate Venti. I hate he sucks.
Oh,
I hate Paimon too. I want to eat Paimon.
So what adventuring level are you?
20. I 20. Just got to 20 because I spent most of my time trying to level up my character.
Gotcha.
I basically leveled him up. I ascended him, and I was like at level 40. I got like, I think I have 6 characters now. I think I have like 4 or 5 of them at level 40.
I gotcha. I think I have 10 characters, but
so I have characters kind of just showing up. I don't know.
Yeah. Some characters just show up.
Like I will just like Barbara, I think her name is, the water girl.
Water girl. Yeah.
She was just kind of there one day. I logged in and I didn't open a new thing. I didn't look at nothing.
Reward
she was just there.
It might have been a reward for like 2 million downloads or 20 million downloads or whatever.
Maybe, but like, I looked on my little team list and I was like, who the fuck is this? Why is she at level 1? Where'd she come from?
Yeah.
But-
I'm at like adventuring rank 18, 19.
And
something like that.
I see that there are a bunch of like other characters on like one of the lists or whatever, like that chick who has like the crow that shoots lightning, like V from Devil May Cry.
Fischl.
Yeah, and there's some other characters, but you know what, man? Like only Diluc really excites me. I'm not like looking at these characters like, oh shit, I can't wait to get this character and this character. So I'm really all about this one guy.
There's a few that I'm like excited for. There's new characters coming out soon too that look kind of cool.
Oh yeah.
But right now my favorite characters are Lisa.
I hate Lisa.
Lisa, Noelle.
Noelle's great.
Lisa, Noelle. Oh, and then I want to get Virgil.
Virgil.
Yeah, I forget the actual character's name. It's female Virgil though.
Oh, Jean or Jean or whatever.
It's not. No, it's not Jean. It's a different person.
Oh, it's a different character.
Yeah, they have all of Virgil's moves though, basically.
No, they don't.
Yeah, well, not all. Okay, not all, because that's just ridiculous. They have too many moves, but she has a lot of his bread and butter stuff. Okay. And then her super is his teleport splashes.
Okay, that's cool. What's his name? Has that the ice guy?
Dilute or Kaya.
Kaya, is that his name? Kaya?
The blue-haired dude.
Yeah, the super gay dude.
Yeah.
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 He has some of that shit. Yeah, I really don't like playing as Lisa because I don't like her lightning shit. It feels super
awkward, right?
It's stiff. It's very stiff.
I guess I prefer the feeling of just hitting the shit with a sword. You know, it just feels more, tactile.
It feels awkward because like they don't give you a indicator at all.
Right. Yeah. It's not very like. There's no feedback. It feels like almost like you're seeing it hit the enemy and you're seeing the points happen, but you're not. But really,
that's it.
Yeah. You're just supposed to stand there, kind of, and like her charge attack or whatever, where it creates all the lightning bolts around an area.
Mm-hmm.
That's better, but it's like, it's kind of since it's not just in a wide area. It's like lightning arcs and it only hits certain enemies and it'll arc around other enemies.
Yeah,
it's almost not really worth it.
So yeah, for her, what's a fun combo is if you get ice on them, then you get your supercharge. But you go 3 attacks, right trigger, 3 attacks, right trigger, 3 attacks, right trigger, and then hold down right trigger.
Yeah. I actually like Amber a lot. Her regular attack kind of sucks ass, like unbelievably hard, but her actual aim attack is really good, and it's very, very fucking useful.
I agree. She's the worst in the game, but I agree.
Yeah, I mean, if we're talking about like as far as waifu goes, she's got a cool design.
She's not terrible. She's not terrible.
She's one of the few characters I'm like, all right, this is a cool design.
I hate her talking though. Like,
I hate pretty much every single character talking.
I think I need to switch the voices to Japanese because all the female voices kind of irritate me.
Yeah, I forgot to mention. Yeah, that was the first thing I did.
Yeah, I think
I switched the voices to Japanese.
I think I need to do that because all the female voices in English kind of irritate me.
I feel the exact opposite. Because all I get are the fucking Japanese ads for the game, and I hear like all the people being all Japanese and shit, and I hate their voices, and I think that's just because I don't like Japanese like media in general,
Gotcha.
like as far as that shit is concerned, because I hate how high everyone's voice is comparatively.
Yeah.
There you go, Deshaun.
That's true.
And Derek.
Yeah, I think I switched it because like the first few lines of dialogue I heard from in English, like that opening cutscene or whatever.
Paimon is so
just like absolute like it was so bad like listening to them talk. I was like, oh my god, shut the fuck up. Like I had to change it to something where I at least couldn't understand what they were saying because I didn't want to process it at all.
Although I will say Paimon has one of my favorite lines. While talking to Venti, she goes, "Shut up, you tone-deaf bard."
Yeah, she starts calling the tone-deaf bard, which I appreciate. Cause
I'm like, all right, Paimon, you have gone up a couple notches on my list.
Like, congratulations, Paimon, you get to live a little bit longer.
Yeah, shit was like ridiculously savage in that game for being an English translation too.
Yeah. Like the translation's pretty good. Their localization team did a pretty good job.
Yeah, some of the stuff is really good, except for like the VSync yes or no, and not on or off.
Yeah.
I mean,
Or like, yeah, some stuff does that, but I mean, it's not that slips through the cracks. Who cares? But the rest of the localization is actually pretty good. Like a lot of the character dialogue that you can actually choose is actually pretty funny.
Mhm.
A lot of it's kind of clever.
And like, it's convenient that your main character isn't a stupid asshole. Because
Yes,
you know,
I like that a
of
lot. That the character isn't just like, what? What do you mean? What are you talking about? The character
And-
usually goes like, the character knows the shit. Like, if you know the shit, they assume the character knows the shit. So when, a
Yeah.
character asks you something, you can actually go, yes, I do know about this.
The
Instead
only-
of just being a complete moron.
The only thing I don't like is that no matter what choice you choose, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Yeah.
But it is nice to be able to just have your character actually just, yeah, no, I'm not stupid.
Give like an intelligent response, because it doesn't feel like they're assuming the player is retarded as fuck.
sometimes I want a video game where like I pick the snarky response and the dude in the game just goes like, "You stupid fuck." Like,
You're gonna die now. That's how Fallout 4 is. Fallout 4 has a lot of shit where you think it's like a goofy, silly response, and it turns out to be aggressive. You're like, oh no, and then you're starting to fight. It's super annoying when games don't fix that shit.
eh. So I want to talk about my week because
Go for
Yeah.
it.
besides bitching about people's reviews on Steam, I've also been playing. So I played a little bit of Chain of Memories last week, and I mentioned it. This week I've been playing through the first Kingdom Hearts final mix. I decided to do a proud mode magic run through, which is fantastic for grinding because you just one shot everything. Not so great for boss modes because or for boss battles because you get two shot, and you would not fucking believe how impossible the first like guard armor is if you don't have if you went if you spec'd magic and swords and gave up shields because he literally two shots you.
That's that first boss in the dream world, right?
No, it's the one in Traverse Town.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, but like, oh my god, that shit was so infuriating. So I've been playing that and I've just been like constantly dying.
But shouldn't it be made to like? So is it hard because the game isn't balanced correctly, so now you get two-shotted, or is it just hard because it's genuinely difficult? You said it was in Proud mode,
Yeah,
or
which is
whatever
like the
fuck,
hardest
right?
mode in that mix
so-
version.
So is it just genuinely hard, or is it like, does it feel not balanced?
It's like it's a combination. So
Yeah.
like part of it is that they don't. So like proud mode ups the amount of damage they do to you in general, and I think it changes their AI a little bit. I'm not actually sure. But also I gave up defense. So at the beginning of the game, so basically it's like instead of enemies doing 2 times the amount of damage, they do like 3 times the amount of damage. So it's kind of like, well, I brought this upon myself, but also this is bullshit. Like, so.
'Cause I was thinking like that should be, if that's a build, that should be a legitimate build if they give you the option to do it, right? So
Yeah, and like,
I guess they're just expecting you to play more carefully, I guess.
well, the other thing too is that makes that boss battle the hardest.
Yeah.
Like I got stuck on a lot of other ones, but like that one was the one that I think took me the most like continuous tries of like me not doing anything but just running into it.
Right.
Because you don't get any any magic spells until after that boss battle. Like you beat the
Gotcha.
boss, and the like prize for winning is getting your first magic spell. So it's like if you're doing a magic build, fucking guess what? Like,
Yeah.
You got nothing.
yeah. And so it's just like I don't mind that because like they have to give it to you at some point, and like that's fine. And you don't have enough magic to like spam it anyway. Like it's not like it's gonna do that much for you. But like it was just so infuriating because I just felt like I was getting absolutely butt fucked for like no good reason.
Right.
But I basically just pulled a Deshaun and started grinding my ass off.
Nice.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
When a problem presents itself, you seek the simplest solution.
which
Grind.
is,
You smash your face against the grind wall until you are sharp as steel.
or in my case, it's fucking.
So intelligent that your spells kill everything.
When that bully pushes you over and calls you a bitch, what do? You go and grind. You get that weight. You make those arms fucking massive, bro. And then you go to his house and you strangle his parents.
Or in Derek's case, you go home, you build yourself a robot mechanical arm, you come back the next day.
Oh my god. Like, so anyway, like it's been getting better because I can like clear just rooms of Heartless now without any issues. And like,
that feels so good, doesn't it? After hours of grinding, you go in and you just start killing them all.
yeah, no, dude, it's fucking great because I used to think Blizzard was like the most useless spell ever. Because it's just like a short range shotgun. But now I like walk into a group of Heartless and press Blizzard and 20 things die. And it's just like, oh, it just feels so good. And like, I have because of like how you can stack like magic in that, or like the magic points in that game, the MP. You can, if you have like 6 bars, you can get like 11 shots off of fire. And if you have a shit ton of magic like that, because I believe it is the same stat, it's just like, here's my machine gun. I hope you didn't like living. Also, your magic stat affects the summon strength. And apparently, I just got Genie, who is like the most fucking broken summon in the game. So you can just like, lock him onto boss characters and just like shred. So,
Goodbye.
Yeah, it's like, so that's cool. The other thing that I've been,
there are benefits.
yeah, like, once you get into like mid game and late game, I think it actually is the better build.
Better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's like sustainable and also you have stuff to augment it. But like getting through the first couple of worlds, and like I had to wait to open the synthesis shop until just now, like literally 2 minutes before I came on the podcast, and that's like 7 hours in. So, but yeah, I do want to move on because there's one other thing that just absolutely fucking riffled my titties this week. Which was, I think I can talk about this because he doesn't listen to this podcast, but I got my friend for his birthday / Christmas present a new guitar, and I've been working on replacing electronics, and shit is just fucking impossible. Like, I've tried to fix this so many fucking times now, and like, it functions, it just doesn't do exactly what it's supposed to, and it's pissing me off. And I've been working at this for like 4 days, and Kayla was here, and she was working at it too, and it just still doesn't work, and we're just like, at this point, I'm just like, fuck it. Like, he's getting a guitar that's functional, and I don't care. Like, you know? It's just like, oh.
I've been there before.
Yeah.
Just say making it better is like, it will be like a project you can take on.
Yeah, well,
It'll
it's
make
like,
you feel better and bring it close to your guitar.
yeah, well, it's like, we upgraded the stuff in there, so like, all the actual hardware and stuff is like better. But like, it's just like, it doesn't exactly function how it's supposed to, and that's what's pissing me off. And it's just like, fucking why? Like, this is wired exactly how it's supposed to be. I hate myself. Like,
I feel that. That's how I was with my internet for the last 5 days.
Oh yeah, that's how I feel like that whenever I draw. Whenever I see something that's like, I could get this, but you know what? I can't today. I'm gonna kill somebody over it because I'm so fucking mad.
Boy, there's been some times.
I think we can all feel this. Like, that's where the biggest salt comes from. It's something that's not working when it should work, and there's nobody really to take the anger out on.
Yep,
It's
and there's
the thing.
like, the worst is like where there's nowhere to blame anything. It's just barely not working. You're just like sitting there, just like, why?
Yeah.
Just why?
yeah. Well, okay, you want to know what the problem is? So, the problem is that the sound for each pickup doesn't get cut off when you change the selector switch. So, like, normally when you use a pickup selector switch, it picks one pickup and the other ones get disconnected from the circuit.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
The issue is that shit is always on.
So all the selector, or all the whatever they are on at all times.
Yeah, which is like, it's fine, but also, this is not how shit is supposed to work. And it just, like, I am so livid constantly with this fucking thing.
That's also makes me super salty when the thing when the thing basically works fine, but there's one aspect of it that I want to work really badly that just isn't working. You're like, I cannot believe that everything else is fine except the thing I wanted.
Yeah, well, it's like, it obviously, like, everything works. There's sound coming out of all the pickups, like, all the controls work, all the, like, push-pull knobs work, everything works, except for this one tiny little thing, and I don't know why it's not working, and I'm just like, it's so annoying. I feel like you could just take a bunch of my sound clips from this podcast and just use them in a soundboard.
I've thought about it.
Oh my god.
If any of us never show up, we'll just make a soundboard.
Yeah. I mean, I have stuff. I've saved weird noises.
Like that one squish from that girl I killed.
Yeah, that one girl.
Yeah, just the one. Definitely just the one. Mm-hmm.
Just
absolutely, for sure, just the one. Hey, yo, speaking of dead things, speaking of dead girls, Indivisible is dead as fuck.
Oh yeah, it is. You gotta announce that none of the DLC is coming.
Bro, this is a huge bummer to me for some reason.
Aren't you super into that game?
No. So Deshaun loved that game except for the last
Yeah, I know, except for the Deshaun part of it. So
right.
Yeah.
For like pretty much like the last maybe like half to like a third. I was like, nah, this you just kind of ain't doing it, you know. But I was really hopeful that they would be able to pull something, from this, and maybe they would make it better through updates, guest characters that were all lined up. Nope. It's dead. Because 505 Games just were like, nah, development has ceased. Pretty sad for all that work on the characters that are done that aren't about to get in, because they're just like, we're putting out the updates that are done, the stuff that's basically good to go, and then
everything else is
Indivisible has ceased. This series is done. Oh well.
Rip in peace.
Rip in peace.
Rest in pepperonis.
It's a bummer. I remember the hype for this game was like, at least in the circles I ran around, it was pretty big, and people were excited for it because it looked cool, and it was beautiful, and it was the Skullgirls people, so
and
like,
unique. It was very
you're right.
Unique.
It was so it was its own thing, and now it's just dead. Oh well. Buy it now on the Switch and PS4.
I mean, it's still a decent game despite all the other stuff that happened.
It's still totally playable. I mean, if it's the gameplay kind of getting tired and the traversal also being very tired. Some people still enjoyed it. So hey, check it out. I'm not sure how much it costs. Probably not that much. It wasn't that much. It was only like $40 when I got it, so it's definitely way less now.
Yeah.
So check it out, please. Maybe if we pump money into this.
I don't think that's gonna help.
No, maybe if we pump money into this, maybe they'll be like, all right, we'll put out like a comic or something. There's like a
who
like a statue.
Who owns the rights?
505 Games. Yeah.
Not the company that died.
No, I believe not. So. Well, I mean, Lab Zero, is it dead now? Oh, I think it did dissolve actually, earlier in the week or something.
I know.
Literally went under or something. Like it literally they just dissolved it.
I know the skeleton crew that might have been there.
They're gone now.
The other people have created their own.
Yeah, we talked about that a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, we did. All right, but yeah.
Sad.
Very sad.
These are the state of affairs.
Guitars are sad. Indivisible is sad.
I would say you have no idea, but you have some idea.
I do have. You have not applied. Provided. There's the word I was looking for. You provided me with some semblance of an idea.
Yeah.
For what that's all your week, right, Derek?
Yeah, that was my entire week. Was either working or doing that shit. That was literally
working
it.
or working.
Yeah. Working for money or working for a hobby. There is no difference.
Yeah. So for me, I've been playing TFT again. That game has been fun.
Oh, you poor bastard.
I thoroughly
Wait,
enjoy my
TFT.
shitty
Fuck's TFT?
It's League Chess.
team league chess.
Oh, all right. Checking it out.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna go very detailed in that.
Okay.
I'm just stating the stuff I've played. I've been playing shit ton of Power Rangers because my internet's back, so I've been playing the new character that has my old character, Gia Moran. She's quite
Continue.
fun with Udana. She's quite fun. And then I've been playing DC Deck Builder
Which
online.
still kind of flabbergasted that it's literally DC, as
Yep.
in the comics.
They also have
As in
Street
the
Fighter Deck Builder.
characters.
They also have Street Fighter Deck Builder.
Because aren't they just things that people made or whatever? They're like,
It's a company called Cryptozoic.
and you
And
can just
they-
make whatever card game you want, right?
No.
Oh.
They actually make it.
Oh, so just specifically those card games. Okay.
Yeah. So Cryptozoic makes a bunch of different ones. They have Adventure Time, Cartoon Network, DC, Street Fighter, etc. They just take IPs and then make card games out of them. Pretty
Oh,
much.
so this is probably like super cheap and not very like in depth.
No. It's very in depth, and each character does stuff according to what their character does in the show game universe.
Do they?
Yeah. Like
What does Captain America do in DC Deck Builder?
he's not in Cat.
All
like,
right, that was a
that's
trick question. You answered it correctly.
I was like, that's Marvel.
I can instantly hear you being like, "Wait a minute, that's not correct."
I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Ah, that's funny.
But yeah,
I was like, what character could I use to get you? And I was like, well, an obscure character, you just wouldn't get. You wouldn't remember them. So what if I chose somebody the fuck else?
but
that
like
you would know?
the craziest thing is Clayface. You know how he just morphs into things.
Yeah.
So his whole card effect is play another card that you've already played this turn as this card.
So he can like morph into
To other
somebody
cards.
else essentially. That's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Kyle Rayner has the ability to.
Oh, does he just get drawn and quartered?
Yeah, pretty much. Except
what
for
he does. Yeah.
except for when he gets 3 power rings.
I think you told me about this. We
Yeah,
just talked about
I
this.
told you about this. Yeah. Anyways, so I played that game some more online on Tabletop Simulator. That's fun. And what was the other game that I played a shit ton of this week? I'm forgetting. I'm blanking on it. Oh, D&D. That's what I played. That game is so much fun. You
Dude.
guys. Dungeons and Dragons.
Are you interested at all in Baldur's Gate?
I am very interested in Baldur's Gate.
Baldur's Gate 3 is coming out, or is out.
It's in early access or whatever.
It's early access. I'm gonna
Sorry,
get
yeah.
it once it's out. But
Okay. Yeah, I forget that's what you do.
yeah,
I heard it's super good.
I'm not a big fan of early access, except for like card games,
Yeah.
because I hate the thought of playing a game and then having to start it over.
I'm mostly the same way. I wasn't gonna play Hades until they guaranteed that, you know,
You could save your progress.
it would just be the game, you know. So thankfully they did that.
I really
But
want to play Hades. I just
Baldur's
haven't
Gate, they did say like, hey, we might just delete your save files one day. You know, we might just be fucking around, and the game might change in such a way that we have to delete your old save files.
had- Yeah, we
Sorry.
might. We don't know yet, but
Yeah, they don't know yet, but they said it would just kind of happen, and you know, they wouldn't be able to do anything about it. So we're warning you now.
because Baldur's Gate's typically a long game, and
Yeah.
save fuckery happens.
Yeah.
So if save fuckery happens, they're like, okay, well, we might as well just delete your file and make you start anew so that you don't screw your entire game up.
Right now in the Formaton, it's more like a testing ground. People aren't.
Yeah.
They don't want people to get way too deep into it or anything. They just want people to play it and see how it works. I mean, they want
'Cause-
people to get into it, but they probably don't expect you to.
Because I think the worst thing would be like you play the game for like, let's say 7 hours, right?
Yeah.
You go to load your save file, everything loads just fine, just normal, and then you get to like one area where all of a sudden you just can't play the game anymore.
Yeah.
The game just becomes unplayable. You try to boot it up and your whole system just breaks. Wouldn't that be great? You know, just bricking your PC, your like
Right.
$1,500 PC, just bricked.
Whoops. Hey man, early access.
Although I don't think it would go that far, but you know what I mean.
Hey man, you never know.
You never know.
Anyway, speaking of going that far, guess what didn't go that far?
What was it?
Crucible. Amazon's Crucible.
Oh, isn't that Stadia 2?
No. That's Stadia 2 is the Luna.
Okay. Crucible.
Crucible is that game.
Oh, the game they're gonna put out. Yeah, Amazon Games. Gotcha. Kind of sucks. You know what game I want to play?
What's that?
The,
Crucible? But you
no,
can't
the-
now that it's not coming out.
Yeah, no, not that one. The Wizard. What's it called? Battle Royale.
Oh, Spellbreak, I think.
Spellbreakers.
Did that come out?
Yeah, it did.
it's out.
Okay.
My brother's been playing a shit ton of it. I want to play a shit ton of it.
So
but
why
I
don't
haven't.
you?
I just haven't.
What's stopping you?
Power Rangers.
Pressing the button. It's me with everything.
So if you can't press the button, who are you?
I'm Cameron.
All right, guys, it's been episode 85, and
Who are you? I don't know anymore. Let's get real existential on this podcast.
can we not? I fucking work minimum wage.
What does it mean to be gamer? Who are you?
Find
goes through
out
your
on
mind?
next podcast. The first thing we'll answer is who we are. How are
Alright.
you one with the gamer?
What is this shit about peripherals? What is
Oh.
this thing you put on here?
Yeah, so it's. I was just curious, like, because if you guys clicked the tweet, I don't know if you looked at the tweet.
I'm
but
looking
it's,
at it. I want to see what fucking.
It's a cool.
Because this is that one that's like the fucking for Star Wars Squadrons, isn't it?
Yeah, like, well, you
I
can
saw-
use
yeah, I
it
saw
for.
this.
You could use it for any kind of setup, particularly, but.
Yeah, but that's what they used it for. I think in the
They-
video is
yeah.
show that it works to play like a piloting Squadrons game.
Yeah. So I was just like, what kind of things do you think would be worth it for peripherals? Because you know how Nintendo puts out a shit ton of them that make no sense, and there's no reason they should be sold separately.
Yeah, like a
But-
cardboard box.
Like a cardboard box, right?
I don't know. I'd like a dildo that goes along with the game. I think it'd be pretty cool. So you just fuck
Depends
me
on the
whenever I
game.
get killed.
Yeah.
Like if I was playing like Catherine. Did you see that fucking guy who this wouldn't really count as a peripheral, would it? That guy who was playing Dark Souls 3 and every time he killed something it sprayed blood at him.
I call that a peripheral. That's enhancing the experience right there.
I
I would pay money for that shit.
would also call that a peripheral. But yeah, I was just saying like things that would enhance a game that
Yeah.
would be sold separately that you would be okay with buying.
I
Like-
mean, is there anything that Nintendo hasn't put out? They put out like boxing gloves and tennis rackets and swords and all
well,
kind of
those-
shit.
A lot of those are stupid though. Like,
I mean, but those are the peripherals.
yeah,
right?
I know. I'm saying, would you pay for like ones that work? Yes.
But no. I am a put the controller in my hand. Let me play the damn game, man.
I got you.
I'm
So-
a video gamer.
So you're not the kind of person who would play a flying simulator game with the throttle and the
no, because I'm
No.
trying to play a video game, not fly a plane.
okay. I'm the kind of person who would like to have a throttle or a steering wheel with a pedal and a brake and a clutch and all that. I'm that kind of person who likes that kind of stuff. But
Yeah,
only when they
all
work,
that.
when they actually
When
work.
they actually work, yeah. I think what's that fucking game that has like the massive setup? Mecha something armor. Something three.
The
Steel Battalion.
Arma?
Steel
Steel
Battalion, is that what
Battalion?
it is?
The one that costs like $1,000 to get everything for it. Yeah, that's Steel Battalion.
Yeah, where it's like there's like a full mecha robot setup or whatever that you have to buy
It's a
to play it or
well,
whatever.
maybe you're talking about something else, but there's a tank one that has like a full inside of a tank thing.
There's a couple games that are like this, but the one I'm thinking of specifically, I want to say I want to say that can't be it. It must be like. Cameron, what were you thinking? Because you seem to kind of know what I was talking about.
The one I'm thinking of is the one that's in the Japanese arcades that you can also buy for your home.
That might be it.
Uh,
It's the one where if you try to run away, the mission fails and goes, "We do not tolerate cowardice."
You mean
not
every Call of
Arma.
Duty?
Well, this one is because it's like a big open world, you know, and they cut you off if you're not.
It's a mecha game though.
Yeah.
Anime mecha game, right?
I don't know necessarily anime, but because the mechas themselves aren't like Gundams or anything. They're like basically walking tanks, almost like Metal Gears.
Let's see. Arma 3. Let's see. This is called. I feel like.
Thrilling podcast.
Yeah,
conversation.
Yeah, we're looking stuff up live on stream. It's fine. It's fine.
It's like Armored Core or something.
Armored Core. That might be it. Armored Core of what's the thing called? Like a mech.
Shut up. No, never mind. This is a no. That can't be it because this is a FromSoft game. I don't think it was a FromSoft game. Was it?
I mean, if they blow you up for no fucking reason, that sounds like a FromSoft game to me.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Anyway, peripherals. Yeah, I would get this peripheral if I could. It's like a big, like, basically a cockpit, which is...
Oh, it is Steel Battalion.
Steel Battalion? Okay.
Yeah, I'll get you the picture of it. It's like has 2 throttles, a dashboard, 3 pedals, and
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like nuts. I would absolutely pay for that because it would make me one step closer to fulfilling my dreams of being a giant robot pilot
And jacking off on the cities below.
Have you been watching The Boys?
No. But I know what you're thinking.
Weird.
We've had enough podcasts.
Literally happens in The Boys.
Oh man, I should write for Amazon.
Straight up, that's basically what my week was playing Genshin and watching The Boys.
Oh, that's the other thing I would do. I don't watch anime, but we can get there.
Yeah, I would buy this fucking big peripheral thing.
Yeah, no, I think peripherals for specifically for that game can be cool as long as you can use them for other similar games.
But there's not really much I'd be like.
Well,
Like there's not really much that still maintains the feel of playing a video game and also having like that extra tactile feel of having a peripheral, you know.
I think it depends, but like the 2 exceptions that I make are for rhythm games, like for Guitar Hero. I don't want to be playing on a controller.
Oh yeah, I guess yeah.
And the other thing is like fight sticks.
True.
Fight sticks are
But
like technically peripherals, so.
yeah, I'd count those.
I guess I didn't count that as. I guess I didn't think of that as like a peripheral.
But
yeah,
I also
totally
agree that
for
that's like a thing on its own.
Yeah.
But like
the
those
other-
are the only 2 that I really give a shit about.
I think the other one I would be okay with buying peripherals for is VR.
Oh yeah, trying to use a keyboard in VR is the most infuriating shit.
Yeah, and like I just can't wait until we have the haptic feedback gloves,
Oh yeah.
where basically your movements in the glove is all
I mean,
registered,
what
and when you
you
touch
really
something,
want is the fucking weird bodysuit from Ready Player One,
or
where
just nerve gear.
you feel everything, or nerve gear, where they just throw you in. Your brain does not. Or Tron shit.
Tron shit would be cool too. But like the only thing about the suit that I would absolutely hate is, man, if I need to take a shit or a piss and I forget that you're in a VR world or some shit.
You just take a shit. Well, I mean, damn, how deep are you in the VR world that you forget?
No, I don't know. I'm just saying, like, because you've seen what's it called, like Sword Art Online or anything like that, where like their nerves are stuck into the system. I mean, I know it keeps your body from doing stuff.
But that was like a special situation or whatever, you know.
No, I'm just talking about like as a general statement. In anime, when you have those nerve systems, it cuts off your nerves from the rest of your body. But your body then also is on autopilot. So let's say if you're like in the game for like 12 hours or so, you gotta piss at some point.
Yeah.
Not if you don't drink, because you're in the game for 12 hours.
Right. If you're
Just don't fucking drink a big gulp and then go immediately into it. Like, wait 30 minutes, whiz it out, and then go into the game. This isn't a hard fucking problem.
Just don't eat for a couple days and then play your game, and then you'll be fine. You won't have to worry about it at all. Don't even think about it. I don't gotta take a shit. I haven't had anything to eat in 72 hours.
Great way to work out.
As you fucking collapse onto the floor.
Okay, so, like, this is one thing that's always bothered me about SAO, So,
Oh,
like,
that's the one thing.
yeah, okay, like this is the one plot hole that like I don't understand. So, like, you know how they all like everybody starts in their fucking like rooms or whatever, and by the end of like the first half of the arc or the first half of the anime, they end up in a hospital because they're all like malnourished and shit.
Yeah.
So like, how'd they get there? Because like I understand they move the bodies, but like they can't be unplugged from the fucking games.
Alright,
So
Yeah, they can't be like they would have to like unplug them from the wall.
So what you would
And
do? What you would do is you would cut the wall out, and then you'd get
and then run the wire to the hospital.
No,
Right, yeah.
no. You cut the wall out. You would run a generator that you could then splice onto the actual cord. Then you would cut the power from the house, but it's going to the generator, and then you remove the person that way. So the headset never actually cuts off, but
Well,
you
it's
can
like-
still.
I'm not
Sounds
like
like
worried about
a-
the power. The power is like the least likely thing that I fucking is going to be the issue. I'm worried about the internet connection. Because even when you swap from like
Yeah.
a hardwired connection, which the fucking what's
I've-
the bitch Kirito obviously has, he has a wired connection. So like
Well, I mean,
there's a fucking moment
I
where
would assume that the MMO itself has an offline mode.
no.
But it's an always online
No,
thing where your
what I'm-
brain is transferred. It's like Genshin Impact.
Yeah.
It's basically Genshin Impact, but
I would
your brain
assume
transferred in.
I would assume it puts you into a offline state for a moment. Is what I'm saying. There'd be a buffer state where like
How long
either-
would that buffer state last?
who knows.
A hospital trip?
So,
Well,
so
because like the issue is that like they showed somebody get disconnected and die in the very
Did they?
first like episode. Yeah.
He was very much like, turn this off and you will fucking die. If somebody from your family tries to come get you, they will die,
yeah,
or you
but
will
like
die.
internet disconnect. Did he die from that?
I mean, he died because something happened to his headset.
Oh yeah. But like that's him trying to take his headset off, or someone tried to take it off, or something. But as long as the headset remains on you, I don't think it affects that.
But I would assume that any attempt to get you out, like, I don't know, unplugging the internet, would instantly kill you.
So okay, so to fill the plot hole, to play devil's advocate, the creator of this
For
death
Devil's Advocate for Sword Art Online, a series that includes a tentacle rape scene for no reason.
for no
Go ahead,
reason.
Cameron. Go ahead, Cameron.
Yeah. Devil's advocate though. The creator gives you a like 4 to 5 hour window period where it holds your data in a database for if you can't connect to the internet.
Man, so generous.
That is
this mass
A
murderer.
very long time. Fucking WoW doesn't do that with its raids now. Like, how the fuck?
This is a special world where you're allowed to put your brain into a video game. So
I'm just
Man.
saying, like,
you got a point though. You really do got a point.
and
But-
like, because the other thing is, like, I've thought about it, like, oh, what if they just swapped everybody to Wi-Fi to move them to the fucking hospital or whatever, and then swapped them back? But there's like a moment where
Yeah.
you don't have internet connection.
So,
when you
unless
swap.
there's unless the creator gives you a window to reconnect to the internet before it's like, you're taking up too much data, die.
Yeah. So it's just like,
Which-
I've always wondered that.
Yeah, I mean, that show's full of plot holes that you're like,
Very.
okay, well,
Very
I
full.
don't know why I was there.
Well, it's like there's so much of it that I'm just like, okay, this is just so standard, like stereotypical harem anime
'Cause-
bullshit that
Because
I'm
in
just
reality,
like, whatever.
what they would probably do is that they would set up some sort of hospital room thing in your room.
Yeah.
You know, they wouldn't waste the manpower to try to get all of those people. Because it was like 100,000 people or whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
They're gonna waste
yeah.
all that manpower to move everyone into hospitals. They're just gonna leave them at their homes and let them get the care there.
It turns out once you hit a high enough level, you actually could have took the headset off.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
But
know.
no
it's
one
just,
did.
It's just one of those things where I was thinking about it, and the more that I thought about it, the more pissed I got. Because I was like, this is the only fucking thing in the entire game that, like, doesn't get saved by anime bullshit. They just never touch on it. And I'm just like,
Or, you know what? What if it is a future where internet is everywhere and there's no such
always
thing as
internet.
hardwire?
well,
It's
I would
just
that would be
That
fine
sounds like hell.
if they didn't literally show him hardwiring it into this fucking at the beginning of the anime.
See like his PC or whatever hardwired. Yeah.
Oh my, no, like he hardwires the fucking helmet in. I'm just
yeah,
like,
that's right. He plugs a fucking a cable in and everything. Yeah, Ethernet cable.
Oh, and I'm just like, like I just can't. I'm sorry. We'll move on.
That was funny.
So, but speaking of anime, I watched a bunch of anime this weekend.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
What'd you watch?
Well, I watched.
Did you watch Jujutsu Kaisen?
What is that?
Jujutsu Kaisen.
Oh yeah, I'm about to start that. I am just about to start that. Don't worry.
Bro, it's godlike. Watch it.
My brother showed me the end of the first episode, and I'm like, I need this.
Let me say this now. Jujutsu Kaisen is better than fucking My Hero Academia, better than Demon Slayer, better than Tokyo Ghoul, better than all this other whack lame shit that gets all this attention. It's fucking amazing. Watch it. Now that the anime's coming out.
Yeah, I definitely need to. But yeah, so I watched the end of the first scene, and the thing that got me the most, or the first episode, the thing that got me the most, that made me really want to watch it, is he starts getting possessed, and he goes, "Hey, stop doing what you're doing with my body." And the guy's like, "How can you move?" "Well, it's my body, dumbass."
Like, he is so chill. Like, and like I don't know. It's so cool. He's such a good character.
I can't wait. But I watched. I'm caught up on Haikyuu now, and I'm super fucking stoked for that show. Mm-hmm. That show's fucking great.
I saw what is the context of Surely They Can't Die in a Volleyball anime, and then Haikyuu video of somebody apparently getting absolutely wrecked in.
Was it a manga
anime.
or?
No, it was in the anime. It was Haikyuu, I believe. Wait, no, Haikyuu was about the volleyball, right?
Yeah, Haikyuu's
volleyball.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, does somebody die in Haikyuu?
No?
Oh, well, okay then.
No. Surely They Can't Die in a volleyball anime. Come on, Deshaun.
Well, somebody made a tweet that said surely they can't die in a volleyball anime, and then somebody gets wrecked so hard it looks like they die. So
that does happen. Yes.
So,
it's when death in any sport anime is not death; it is career ending, rather than actually dying.
I guess.
But
so a character will like tear their ACL and they'll treat it like they died, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
They'll be like, this character will never come back because he tore his ACL.
Yeah, pretty. There's stuff like that happens. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Did you not see the whole Rock Lee bullshit?
Well, okay, so Ippo did this recently where Ippo gets fucking bodied so hard. He loses like 2 fights in a row, and he starts getting like punch drunk, and he has like a brain. He basically has brain surgery, and there was like this whole big thing about is he gonna come back and fight? You know, they kind of were treating it like it was gonna be the end of the series.
Gotcha. Okay.
But of course it wasn't.
Of course. Yeah, like I love sports anime at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of my favorite type, just because I like the character interaction, and it's still treated like a what's it called, shonen anime.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I wish sports animes felt like they wanted to be more like sports things and not more like fucking battle anime shit.
So far, Haikyuu is doing a good job of not being like anime like it's.
Yeah, I would like to believe that, but I've seen the main character, so.
Because his hair.
Yeah, all the fucking character designs and that shit, like in fucking like Kuroko's basketball and all that shit. Yeah, every one of these ridiculous,
anime.
stupid looking anime designs immediately betrays the fact that it's over the top. It just over the top. It wants to be a fucking over the top battle anime.
I will say, the character designs for Haikyuu, basically only the main character and like 2 others have not humanistic hair. Everyone else is pretty tame.
Even in fucking iShield 21, where the characters there are weird monster characters who don't look human, they still feel like, you know, they don't feel anime. They feel more like cartoon characters. So they're not. You're not getting that like just that fucking annoying like trite ass battle anime shit that makes me think of like Kenichi's Greatest Disciple or fucking Tensei Tenge or something. Like, just complete ass shit.
Yeah. But so the thing about Haikyuu that's like the favorite thing so far is that everything they do in that has not been like this godlike, oh my geez, no one else can replicate this move. It's like this guy's really good at setting and the other person doesn't fucking think.
Surely there's one guy who everyone is like, this is the most dominant motherfucker ever, or like some team.
Of course, because it's anime.
Right.
But like so far, the entire show has been, we're the underdogs, and we're gonna skirt by like the skins of our teeth because it's anime. But like everything they do is realistic. Like there's nothing that's been like, oh, that's only an anime thing. It's like, oh wait, no, that's something someone would actually do in real life. It may not be slowed down, and they won't be dialogue during the hit.
Like during Kuroko's basketball, where they throw Dragon Ball Z passes at each other. Yeah,
there's none of that. There's none of that. There's
you mean
literally
a pass
none of
where
that.
It takes 30 minutes.
But like,
I remember you trying to get me to watch it. And I remember being like, okay, this is interesting, like those first couple episodes, and then as time went on, I was like, nah, this ain't it. This is super weird.
It's not for me. But yeah, like in Haikyuu, there'll be moments where it's like, okay, this all happened in like 3 seconds, but it took 5 to 10 minutes to get through this one spot, and you're like, all right. But the thing that they make up for it is, they don't show every single play, obviously. So you're sitting there, you're like, oh wait, there's been 15 different turns since this one thing happened. So like in a real volleyball match, shit just, well they scored. Nothing cool happened. We just missed the ball. And they'll skip that shit.
Does it have any drama in like the ball hitting the ground on the other side, on the other team's side? And
yes.
It's like, oh no.
Yes,
yeah, I can already picture exactly what this whole fucking anime is about.
Trust me. Like I understand that it's not for everybody, but it is definitely my guilty pleasure. Sports animes are definitely there for me.
That to me is what makes Ippo so good, is that you don't know what to expect sometimes.
Yeah.
You really do not know what's gonna happen. Like every fight goes so left. Like even ones you're like, oh, clearly this guy's gonna come up with some crazy way to get out of it.
No.
And it's like, no, actually he just lost.
He just got bodied.
He got his entire fucking face caved in, and that was the end of the fight. You know, or it'd be like, oh, the fight's gonna go one way, and then you think it's good. This is gonna be a tough fight, and it'll go back and forth, and there'll be some twists and turns and all that shit. And it's like, no.
First
once
round
again,
knockout.
It was mostly just this Mexican dude dominating everybody.
Yep.
But
other than sports anime, I watched Fire Force and got caught up on that.
Sweet. Isn't the season done or whatever?
No, maybe no.
It's not.
No, episode 15 just came out this week.
Wait, are you watching the dub or the sub?
The sub.
Okay.
Yeah, no, Poot Poot Robot is here.
Poot Poot Robot.
The robot that shits itself and shoots beams out of its ass.
I don't remember that.
Okay, I hate it.
I imagine that's something Vulcan made.
No, not Vulcan. It's the Hishima girl with lightning cords that she controls puppets with.
That sounds a little more familiar. I don't. This was a while ago anyway. I'm so far beyond.
You're so far ahead.
And this is actually, I will say, like this. I believe like because this is like the part where they go to China or whatever and they meet that other lady.
Yeah, they just finished that.
So this is definitely like the slowest part for a while.
Good, because it sucks right now. I like it. I like learning the new stuff, but they're world building, but it feels more like exposition sometimes than actual world building. Yeah, it's kind of rough here and there, but
and that character doesn't come back. Hasn't come back since.
Thank God. I hate her so much. Like I thought she was gonna be cool, and then I fucking hate her.
Wait, why do you hate her?
Because she's stupid and has a stupid robot. Not
puppet chick. I mean the god lady.
She's cool. She's cool.
Person who looks like Death from Soul Eater.
Yeah, she's cool. She's fine. I thought I was talking about.
No, yes, yeah. When it comes to like the villains and stuff, they usually just don't come back.
Good.
like if they're like a kind of a gimmicky villain or whatever, they usually don't come back.
Okay. I'm excited to see more of that show in like the higher echelon of fights, but
It gets fucking crazy, bro.
Yeah, like I mean, when you see him fight his brother with both of them having in tune with god powers, I'm just sitting there like,
yeah,
this shit is cool. I want to see where this goes because
it's nuts.
It's unique.
They fight a dude who can like make shit out of smoke, and he like
Yeah, that's the fight we're watching right now.
flies all. So good.
That fight so far has been the best part about the last couple episodes.
Like they start doing stuff that I'm like, that's not fire. That has nothing to do with fire, you motherfuckers.
You're lying to me.
And they usually there is some basis in reality for it, you know.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's like that ain't real.
You're stretching it really thin, man.
That guy is literally moving water with his mind. That ain't right.
This is not Avatar. This is Fire Force. Excuse me.
There's one lady. I'm just gonna spoil this because I'm not gonna spoil who it is because it's actually a big spoiler for who it is. But her power is she vibrates because of heat and like shivering. So
Of course.
so she can vibrate so hard it causes earthquakes.
Oh, of course you can. Of course.
And when you find out who it is, you're gonna laugh your ass off.
Okay. All right.
Like, I cannot believe it was this character. This is hilarious.
All right. I'm excited. But yeah. So I've been watching that. I'm going to be watching. I heard news that I'm excited for that no one else is.
Mm-hmm.
Bo Fury is getting a second season.
What the fuck is Bo Fury?
I don't want to get hurt, so I put all my points in defense.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was like, what the fuck is that?
I am so excited.
Wait, didn't you? Wait, I can't remember how you felt about it last time you talked about it.
I fucking loved it. It's
Okay.
the stupidest anime ever, and
Okay.
no one like it should not be loved by many, but man, it's loved by me.
Okay.
I think they do some nifty things in it, and that's all that matters.
Well, congratulations, I guess.
I got a second season.
That's your anime got a second season.
My anime.
Cameron's anime. His favorite anime, I believe.
I don't think it's my favorite. But I
Definitely
thoroughly
your
enjoy it.
favorite.
Not my favorite. No, because it can't beat Sonic X.
Oh, that's true. Sonic X is your favorite anime.
Sonic X is my favorite anime.
Can I leave?
Yes, you can leave. This is the end of the podcast. Where can we find you, Derek?
Oh, wait, no, we're not done yet. One last thing. Sports games are a scam. FIFA 21 or whatever released with no updates from their previous game.
Oh,
Don't buy sports
yeah.
games.
I fucking saw that on the store page. They said there was no updates. I'm like, what?
No
What kind of
improvements.
video game suicide is that?
Hold on. FIFA 21 Legacy Edition will feature the same gameplay innovation from FIFA 20 without any new development or significant enhancements.
What?
Why would you
can't-
say that?
Bro, why would you even say that?
So if you're gonna say that, you might as well just say there's a $20 patch update for all the new roster, and that's it.
Like,
Yeah, save yourself the money
shit,
on
bro.
printing most of the discs and then just say it's a fucking expansion. I don't. Oh my god.
That's
Yeah.
insane.
I know, it's so stupid. Like, of course it's
And-
EA, right? Like, of course.
Yeah,
And,
yeah, of course.
and
it
you
is,
you know all the FIFA players are gonna buy it because they don't even think about. Like, why?
It just annoys the shit out of me. Because, like, I've definitely done that with games. Like, I own Kingdom Hearts, like, probably 5 times over on multiple different systems. But, like, I just, like,
That's insanity.
I don't get it, you know?
Like, how do you release a game like that and then look at yourself in the mirror?
How do you
Yeah,
release a
like-
game like that and then have that as, like, one of the selling points?
Right? How do you have the balls to put that on the fucking audacity to put it on your fucking store page?
Like, hey, you know how all that shit worked last year? Well, guess what, motherfuckers?
Like, imagine if like Devil May Cry game came out, right? Imagine if like DMC 6 came out and it was just exactly like DMC 5, no changes at all.
Yeah.
Everybody'd be like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah. The only reason why I could ever see that being like a selling point is if the one before that was garbage, the one before that was even more garbage. Like everyone has been more garbage until like 2020, and it was
They
just like
refine the controls or
we
whatever.
made this game so perfect that the next one needs to not change.
Well, yeah, but, like, there's a difference between, like, saying that like, we decided to keep the same, like, control structure or whatever, and saying like there's no new innovations.
Right.
Yeah.
No new new development or any significant enhancements.
But
no
graphic-
new
yeah.
development or significant enhancements.
Like, what? You can't say all like that's.
And like I would also understand it if this was like the port for the PS5, right? Because it'll technically be the first game to come out on like or it would be like the first version of that sports game to come out on PS5, and I'd be like, okay, I kind of give it a pass. But like
But
Scoob,
this is out now.
no, like like fucking what? It's so stupid. I cannot believe that happened. Literally everyone I've seen, and like it was on the fucking. The reason I heard about it was because it was on the gaming subreddit like a week or two ago, and it was just like, what the fuck is going on at EA headquarters? That like they look
don't
at this
give
shit and they're
a
just like,
fuck about these sports games.
I mean, obviously neither do the players because they play them. Like fucking.
Right? Yeah.
I mean,
That's the vicious circle where the players are willing to accept anything, so EA will just put out anything.
I mean, the esports league for FIFA has been rife with issues.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
It's scumfuckery to the nth degree. We don't give a fuck about these sports games now that we have the Star Wars license. Let's just squeeze whatever fucking shit we can out of them while we focus on other shit.
Yeah, well, it's like the issue is that I like the developers that EA has. I just don't like them as a I don't like what they do as a company as a publisher.
Yeah, because the people who make like Titanfall 2 and
Respawn.
Star Wars, Respawn, they're amazing. Like they're a great developer. They make great shit. But they're owned by EA, so they fucking
suck.
They're forced to put all this extra garbage in their games, you know?
Yeah, like I hate to be that guy which would be you, but they fucking suck.
DICE.
Like that's just how it is. And it's just like, Jesus fucking Christ, are you kidding me? I don't know, man. Like I just
It's rough out there.
yeah.
I hope like EA in whatever big huge gamer revolution happens, I hope EA is one of the first fucking companies to go under.
I have the distinctive feeling that in the next few years, like that kind of will happen where I don't think it'll be like a huge revolution, but I think like one huge company will absolutely just topple.
I think
This
what's
is
going to happen.
unsustainable. So
Yeah.
somebody definitely will fall apart.
Honestly, what I think is going to happen is we're going to get what are they called? Not starts with a U. Unity.
Universal basic income?
No.
I wish.
That'd be nice too. But no. When you protect all the workers, unions.
Unions.
Oh yeah. Unions.
Yeah, there's gonna be a bunch of unions.
Well,
that come out.
they've actually been fighting to make some.
Yeah.
So
Which I mean, who knows if unions are good or bad? I'm not the person
it
to talk about.
depends on
I'm
the
not-
union.
Yeah, I'm not the person to talk about that. But
Depends on the job. Depends on a bunch of
I
stuff.
feel like unions are going to come out, and that's going to hurt like a couple big companies, and that's going to be the toppling point.
I feel like, speaking of someone who's worked for a union before, because I was in one in Disney, and it was required, obviously. They definitely can be good and also bad.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things where it's like, I foresee like a video game dark age and then immediate renaissance over the course of like 10 years, where like whatever happens, you know, whether that's like EA fucking folding or like the union's coming in or whatever, and like our games just get super shitty for like 5 years until everybody like figures themselves out and finally we have like a decent system again.
I definitely think that's this generation. I think games are going to be like I think indie games will be fine. I think indie games will still be, creative and fun for the most part.
Yeah.
Maybe not perfect or, huge or anything, but I think like bigger AAA games are going to start to like collapse under the weight of just being the same shit over and over and over again, and these companies keep trying to find new ways to squeeze money out of people. I think this is the generation where, there's not going to be any massive revolutions in gaming other than like graphical fidelity or something, or like
the normal uses of the word revolution.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I need to get off
Yeah.
this before I start spouting fucking Leninisms and shit.
All right, Derek, where can we find you?
Game a second at everything. You'll see me modding guitars because I don't do this video game shit anymore.
All right. Sean, where can we find you?
Mr. Urban Buddha on most things and Super Urban Buddha on the rest.
And you can find me at I Press the Buttons on YouTube and Twitch, and then IPT Buttons on Twitter. You guys all take care, and as always, laugh at yourself. We'll catch you guys next time.